Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is something very serious. We are going to talk about heart attack. And I want to share with you 5 things to avoid if you do want to have a heart attack. Okay, so let's just go ahead and dive right in. I can't tell you how many people we lose each year from heart attacks, but it's so sad because they could be prevented. You know, once you have a heart attack, it's hard to recover, right? Some people recover and some people don't. And it depends upon the damage done to your heart. Okay, but what's even worse than having a heart attack is actually preventing a heart attack. It's much more important because if you prevent it, then you don't have to deal with all that pain and suffering. So let me go over these 5 things with you. No. One is to not start your day with coffee. I like a good cup of coffee myself, okay? I do. I love my coffee. However, we need to be mindful, right? We need to be conscious. What happens when we drink coffee first thing in the morning? Our cortisol level goes up. Cortisol is a stress hormone, okay? That's why sometimes when people wake up, they feel stressed out. They're S. This huge myth that if you wake up and you have this strong urge to go to the bathroom, that means you're dehydrated. And that is not true. Sometimes it means that your body is craving for water, but most times it means that your cortisol level went up, and that triggered this reaction in your body. And if you keep doing this day after day after day, year after year after year, guess what? Your body thinks it's under chronic stress. And when you live in a chronic stress mode, guess what happens? Your blood pressure goes up. Plaque is cholesterol that builds up in the walls of your arteries. This is where the heart attack comes from. This is where the stroke comes from. This is where the cardiovascular disease comes from. So it's really important, especially if you're at risk for heart attack or you had a heart attack already, avoid starting your day with coffee. Instead, start your day with water. Drink a big glass of water first thing in the morning and wait half an hour before you start drinking coffee. That way you give your body a chance to absorb that water, and then you can have your coffee. Okay, no. 2. Check your blood pressure. Okay, especially if you are at risk for high blood pressure. If you had a heart attack already, definitely you should be checking your blood pressure every single morning. When you wake up, take your blood pressure. Make sure it's within range. You need to be aware, and you need to take steps to bring it down. Okay, one way to check your blood pressure without having to buy a machine. I always tell people, go outside, look at the trees. Trees are medicine. Okay, stand outside and look at the trees for 1 minute. Then take your pulse. Take your pulse for 1 minute. If your pulse rate is less than 60 beats per minute, your blood pressure is good. If your pulse rate is between 60 and 100 beats per minute, your blood pressure is okay. If your pulse rate is more than 100 beats per minute, you need to check your blood pressure and you need to do something to bring it down. Okay, maybe you need to take medication. Maybe you need to change your diet. Maybe you need to start exercising. There's many different ways to bring your blood pressure down. If you ignore it and you say, oh, it's too expensive to check my blood pressure or I don't want to bother, guess what? You're going to pay a much bigger price later on. So check your blood pressure every single morning. If you don't have a machine, just go outside. Look at the trees for 1 minute. Take your pulse for 1 minute and see what your pulse rate is. Okay, no. 3. Don't eat breakfast too early. Now we want to give our body time to digest, okay? Especially if you had a heart attack already. We don't want to put a lot of load on your digestive system. Now, you might be saying, well, Doc, I'm not hungry in the morning. But if you're hungry, have a light breakfast. Don't eat too much, because when we eat too much, our digestive system starts working overtime. And the more stress we put on our digestive system, the harder it works. And this can cause heartburn. This can cause acid reflux. And over time, this will irritate the lining of your stomach, and that can lead to ulcers. Okay, it can also lead to gastritis. So we want to be very careful with our digestive system. Remember, your digestive system has a huge impact on your cardiovascular system. In fact, 80% of your immune system is in your gut. So we want to treat our digestive system with love and care. So don't eat breakfast too early, and don't eat too much for breakfast. Do not, I repeat, do not start your day with sugar. This includes honey. This includes juice, even fruit juice. I'm telling you, fruit juice is loaded with sugar. And we don't want to start our day with sugar because this spikes insulin. Insulin is a fat-making hormone. It's so important. Just take a piece of fruit, eat it raw, uncooked, and that will be better than drinking fruit juice. At least that way you have fiber. But even with that, we don't want to consume too much fiber in the morning because this can cause gas, bloating, abdominal discomfort. So again, we want to be mindful. We want to listen to our body and give our body what it needs. If your body doesn't want anything in the morning, don't force it. Give it time to digest, and then later on you can have something. But in any case, no sugar in the morning, okay? Number 5, exercise. It's okay to exercise in the morning. However, if you did have a heart attack already, please talk to your doctor before you exercise. Okay, some people think, oh, I had a heart attack, so now I need to be super careful. I need to be babied. No, that's not true. You just need to be smart about it. Exercise can be very beneficial for people who had a heart attack. However, we need to go slow. We need to start slow and go slow. So it's really important to listen to your body. Listen to your heart. Listen to what your body is telling you. Don't push it too hard. It's not a competition. You're not trying to impress anybody. You're just trying to get your body moving. The best exercise for people who had a heart attack is walking. Walking is the best exercise because it puts very little stress on your joints, and it is excellent for your heart. After walking, you can do some swimming. Swimming is also great for your heart, and if you can walk on an incline, even better. If you can walk on a treadmill on an incline, even better. But if you can't do that, walking flat is still good. As long as you are walking and moving, that's what's important. But if you have a pacemaker, if you have a defibrillator, if you had open heart surgery, if you've got stents in your heart, if you've got a history of heart failure, definitely you need to talk to your doctor before you exercise. Okay, friends, these are 5 things that you need to avoid if you do and want to have a heart attack. Remember, a heart attack is preventable. It's not something you have to go through. So if you follow these simple habits, small changes, big impact. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your family and friends. I wish you great health, great wealth, and a great life.